Dark so long I cannot find the meaning. Hold my hand, let me stay by your side through this never-ending night. I can feel it now, it haunts me. All these demons, how they surround me. In this red light, it calls me. He is reaching out, consuming. Tyrant of the dark star, where's my love? What hold this heart?
Hello everyone, welcome back to Goblins and Gays. I am Aubrey, your GM. I'll just for my players introduce themselves, who they are, who they're playing, and we'll get rolling into things.
Hi, I'm Maki. My pronouns are she, her, and I play Gravewing, the Nagaji Sylph vigilante monk / air cadeticist, who also uses she, her pronouns, and she is the party mom / strategist of the rebellion.
Hello. I'm Alyssa. My pronouns are they, them, and I play Laeth IV, the matricidal Dampier Dandy Rogue and Spy Master, who uses she, any pronouns.
Hello, I am Dusty. I use they, he pronouns, and I'm playing Eurideux, just Eurideux still. They are our Nephilim, cursed boy of a problem. They are going to be the party and this rebellion's firebrand, and they also use they, he pronouns.
Hello, I am Farris. I use she, her pronouns, and I am playing Alouette, a totally normal Nephilim thaumaturge bard having a very normal and good time learning all about her way more cursed family. She also uses she, her pronouns and is the anathema partisan.
Hello, I am Sparlock, and both me and my character use he, him pronouns. I'm going by Alistair Whiskerfield, wizard detective extraordinaire. As heir to the fine distinguished family of wizard, mice, ratzards, Isoki arcanists. I swear I was always aware of it. I keep my whiskers to the ground to uncover the truth of the powers that be who subjugate us, by which I mean I'm our recruiter.
And hello, to round off the group, I am Tick. I have he, she, they pronouns, and today I'll be playing Nihil, a flesh warp sorcerer who is just a totally ordinary cook and quartermaster for the group, and definitely not a cannibal. Parentheses, he's a cannibal, but it's a dietary restriction, so don't be too mean to him.
So usually this is my job, but genuinely all I can do, like right now I'm thinking about is Lou's hot bird sister rotating in my head like a fucking microwave. And I know that happened. I know that discussion happened. I'm like, what else
Not
happened?
a microwave, babe. You were so close. Her hot bird sister rotating like on a spit, my guy, like rotisserie chicken.
No, that's not how my brain's imagining it. Specifically,
like your brain could have. There was a pun, babe. There was a pun.
I'm sorry, my brain's not funny enough for you, okay, babe?
Sister.
But yeah, your hot sister exists, who I personally would. And honestly, that's all my brain's letting me remember right now. Farris, can you please take my duty from me? Because honestly, woman, I'm sorry.
Sure,
It'd be like that.
The important thing is that we now know that the row is no longer safe and there's a bounty out on Lorelei. That used to be like secret knowledge that we knew because Aubrey announced it but didn't tell the characters, but now the characters know. So that's a problem. We move our people to different safe houses. Clockwork calls totally got hit again, but people were ready, so it was fine. We weren't there. We tried really hard to reduce our threat successfully and then still started an inquisition. We don't know about that, but we're gonna find out. Luck did that. Then we found out some stuff about the Lark estate, which is that it has set configurations that get rotated every few weeks. We got to deal with that. Lou met with her second eldest sister, who is evidently a hot bird woman, for tea, and just kind of, felt her out and then decided to let her know what's going on with the curse and also Daddy Dearest's little potential betrayal, lying, something and other. Something bad is going on with Dad. Perry was actually pretty cool about it, actually. And gave Lou a way to get in contact via the chorus. They had the most awkward hug imaginable. And then Gravewing took Euri out for drinks at Niall's ex-workplace without Nihil, and told Euri about the rest of the bird transformation that Lou did not tell Euri about. I don't know. Euri seemed semi-trustworthy about all that, so we'll see how that goes. Either way, they sure went straight home to their house for reasons we're about to find out. And, that's the important stuff.
It's very, very important stuff. So, yeah, Euri, you... depending on how you play this, because you're probably going in the evening.
I think it's probably already closer to the evening because I'm coming straight from the tavern.
Yeah.
I did want to ask if the bakery Dad was talking about would still be open around this time.
I'd say if you went early enough in the evening, it would probably still be open.
Okay, I would go swing by there. It's basically on the way. It's in Silvercourt, just like a little further down. And pick up, what is their favorite pastry? Their favorite pastry is going to be, which is very expensive because the ingredients to make it are hard to get, is going to be just a croissant, a butter croissant.
Butter croissant, yeah.
Yeah, because, butter is hard to get because herd animals are weird now, probably, I assume. I don't know. I'm making conspirations. Anyways, I go pick up there, and then I will wait for it to get fully, nighttime before I head home.
Yeah, just knowing this, there is the bridges do shut down at some point in the night. So there's a chance you may have to just crash over here and rejoin with everyone in the morning.
Okay. Turn into a giant deer and swim across the river, obviously.
Obviously.
Yeah, you're the most stealthiest person in this party, for sure. Euri is not quite thinking about that part, so it's going to happen for sure.
Yeah, it's fair. It's fair. Roll me a perception check as you approach your home.
I'm going to use cousin dice. That is, what is my perception with Euri? That is a 22 total.
22. You do, as you approach the house, a lot of the lights are off. It does appear that quite possibly Hortencia may be out tonight. And by this point, the servants may have left.
Okay. For staying on the safe side, Euri is going to go through their bedroom. There's always been a window that Euri has intentionally broke the lock off of multiple times. And so they're going to try to shimmy it through and enter through their bedroom.
Yeah, the lock hasn't been fixed, so you could definitely do that. Is it your bedroom on the second floor?
It would be, yes. There is kind of like a wall of ivy that's grown on the side.
Yeah. Toss me an athletics check real quick.
Athletics, thank you. That's a 19.
19? Yeah, I know. It's no problem for you. This is mostly just, trying to keep the noise down as you climb this ivy into this room that, it's pretty much how you left it. There's been some minor like dusting and cleaning from the maids, but yeah, nothing's really been touched in here that you can tell.
And to give an idea of how Euri left it, it is incredibly sparse. You can tell that Euri has not spent a lot of time in this room/home. A lot of their stuff is actually in the workshop in the back. So there's like a very tidy bed that the sheets probably haven't even been changed this whole time because they haven't been used. And yeah, there's nothing really signifying that this is Euri's room. It could be just a guest room, to be honest. Yeah. I want to go first to Hortensia's study. Because I have some questions about what she's doing and want to see all of her notes.
So you do approach the study and the door is locked.
I am looking at my... Can I attempt picking it? Like I have an extra
totally
little thing. That's thievery, right?
Thievery, yes.
Great. We've had someone that's better at this whole time, but I have good thievery. That is a dirty 20.
A dirty 20, yeah, no. It takes you a few minutes, but yet again, it's... I don't imagine this is the first time you've picked a lock in this house.
No, God, no. I've definitely done it before.
And it's not like Hortencia has ever bothered updating any of these locks.
I am definitely trying to stay cautious while doing it, and when I enter, I'm going to close the door slowly and relock it just in case someone does appear and notice that it's unlocked for whatever reason.
Yeah, you see this laboratory isn't really the word for it. It does seem that most of the stuff that she does involves herbs and plants in some way. And you can kind of see it's kind of like part study, part greenhouse, where through magical means is growing all of these plants. And you can kind of see that on one of the tables, she currently looks to be in the process of mixing something up.
Could I tell what is in progress? It's something I could even vaguely recognize.
Yeah. Do you have nature or crafting?
I do have crafting.
Crafting.
Yeah, just
crafting would work.
Yeah, let's roll that. Let's see. That, I'm not going to use any hero points yet. That's just an 11.
An 11. This might have something to do with tea, because sometimes, the Hortensia makes her own tea. There's a lot of herbs that are these purple herbs that are being dried for tea.
Okay. I'm gonna take a sniff of whatever and leave it alone. I want to start looking. The things I'm looking for specifically is to see if she has a stockpile of the medicine that she makes for Dad, and any notes, diagrams of the recipe or structure, whatever Juniper had notes about, and see if there's anything similar for that. And then also, that's primary. Secondary, I'd want to find stuff about business dealings, anyone she's been talking to recently, receipts, notes, journals, perhaps.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Give me another perception check. So the scent profile of these herbs is it's kind of a little bit bitter. with a laurel-like undertone.
Okay. Bitter sense of closeted homosexuality. Sorry, wrong show. Okay, Yuri's gonna try to, in their inebriated state, try to keep that. They're not really inebriated. They had 2 drinks. They're fine. Yeah, and my perception check was a 22.
A 22. You find what appears to be a ledger for business dealings. It looks like whatever this tea is, she's been shipping a lot to some different families around. The Vertes had a big order of it.
Okay.
And a few of the other families has been dealing with, and everything is very neat. The I's and the T's are crossed, and it's a little too perfect.
While thinking about that, could I get there's probably spare vials and stuff? Could I get some of the ingredients and just put them into a spare vial, unprocessed, just to have on me?
Yeah, you can.
Could I take a look at these notes? Because having everything be very deliberate, very done, I want to see if I could decipher any code text, code writing, or anything like that. Could I use something I guess probably perception, or I have legal lore to see if there's anything like that. I don't know if that will be. Perception is just better.
Perception, medicine, crafting, or occultism.
I have all of those. Let's do medicine though for the flavor.
Yeah.
I really want to know what this is. I'm using hero point because that's a 2.
Yeah. You are looking at these notes. It is describing what happens when someone drinks this tea. This tea is a poison. This tea is made of belladonna, wolfsbane, monk's hood. When one drinks this tea, after a little while, there's numbness and tingling in the face and body, followed by extreme nausea, vomiting, hypertension, cardiac arrhythmia.
Okay. I am much concerned about this.
He does admit that in one of her notes says that tests are going well in low doses.
Tests are going well in low doses. Hey Aubrey, is there any pill-looking things around here that kind of look similar?
Give me another perception check.
My dice wants me to fucking know. That's a 30.
Yeah, there are.
How do they look like? Do they look similar to certain pills?
They look very similar to certain pills. And suddenly you're thinking about it. One of your father's first symptoms was numbness in his hands and body.
Damn, I didn't realize that your family line also had guinea pigs in them.
I love poisoning my loving husband.
She's living my dream!
Shut the fuck up. Woof. Okay. Hey, I'm gonna take all this stuff. I'm gonna take all these journals. This is a big ass jacket with lots of pockets. I want to take the journal that has the recipe for this, the journal that's describing the effects, and I'm going to take all of these pills. Like physically grabbing them, not consuming them, not in the take like that. Just to be clear.
Can't feed my dad the pills if I eat all of them.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab all the. In fact, I'm gonna grab like there's some kind of rucksack or something in here. Gonna like kind of just scoop everything into that bag.
The majority of the more, especially medicine, you're looking around. Almost all the plants in here are poisons of some kind.
We talked about blood boiling earlier in the tavern. Now, like the cuffs around where this leather jacket is around Euri's wrists, they're starting to smoke a little bit as Euri's physical body temperature is now incredibly raised. Not like a feverish, even though it would probably be feverish for someone not cursed with fiery blood. Thinking about thoughts about stuff. I am now going to look around this study because clearly, I mean, I already knew this. Hortencia is incredibly private. I want to see if there's some kind of safe or anything hidden here.
Yeah, let's do another perception check.
With cousin dice. Let's go. That is a 21.
21. The thing is, there might be, but you don't know how long she's going to be gone for.
Can I continue looking anyways?
Sure, give me another perception check.
That is 2 better, so that's a 23. Right? 12 plus 11, 23.
Yeah, I imagine you're not caring too much about how much of a mess you're making at this point.
Nope.
Yeah, you have gone over to a bookcase and you've just swept all of the books off, and you're trying to see if there's anything behind it when you feel the telltale feel of a knife in your back. And you hear a male voice say, "My sister has really doesn't hang out with the right kind of people anymore."
Instant reaction to try to turn around and tackle this person.
Well, let's roll some initiative.
Fuck. Shit. Fuck. Okay.
You're not allowed to die. You understand me?
Not yet. There's a whole finale. That's a 21 initiative.
And he beats you with a 25.
Woof, 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 woof.
As you turn around to see a man in a sort of a white cowled outfit with a sword pointed at you.
I'm going to spit out, "Who the fuck are you?"
I would say to ask my sister, but you're not going to see her again. And he's going to, for his first action, faint.
Oh no. Oh,
that was a quick fight. He fainted. That was over. You waved.
Shut the fuck up, Dick. Cheap shot. That's funny.
All right. How is a 32 against your perception DC?
That is a crit by 1.
A crit by 1?
Yeah.
Okay, you are off guard to Bloodline until his next turn.
What was that name?
Bloodline.
Aubrey. Shit. Shit. I was thinking low key, and then Farris wrote in chat like, "Oh, so your uncle is on your mother's side," and then I was like, "Oh yeah, no, that makes sense. Other people can have siblings too."
Okay. So I'm off guard to Gravewing's brother. Okay.
Yep.
Cool. Cool.
Did you say 32? Also, oh my god.
Yeah. And has this rapier in one of his hands and is going to stab out with it.
Okay, cool.
So that is a natural 20 for a 40.
Yeah, fuck me up, fam. That's just to let you know, that's a crit by 8.
Run. When you get a turn, if you're not dead, run.
That's a problem. I'm drunk and angry. Oh, he gets a crit card, doesn't he, Aubrey?
He did. His card was called Gusher, and you're going to take bleed damage as well.
That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate for this very specific person.
So that's 41 damage.
Cool. Let me just put the slider, keep going. Oh, let's keep going. 41. And how much bleed?
That is the bleed is included in that.
Okay, cool.
And is going to just strike one more time with the dagger.
Yeah, that was just one. That was feint in the action. So they have mapped
for just a dirty 20. I don't know if that's gonna hit you.
I'm off guard, so it does.
Or 12 damage.
I'm fine. I'm in the lower third of my health. I'm fine. Okay. Can I just say thematically, since I'm now bleeding, that this blood has spurted across this study, catching paper and flora aflame?
Yeah, thematically that works pretty well.
Cool. Great. I would like to spend an action. I don't imagine I had my weapon at the ready. So
probably not.
I'm gonna take it out. I'm gonna take the all for one out. It's currently in its it's probably in its axe form. I'm gonna flip a coin to see if it's in its axe or gun form though. Heads, gun, tails, axe, and I want tails. It's in its axe form. So I'm gonna grab it and not looking great, kind of holding my arm a little bit, but just saying, awfully cocky, aren't you? And gonna swing with the all for one. Let's see. That is gonna be a 23 on the dice.
You think you have him. And then it's like the last second, it just kind of takes a half step back and it goes wide.
Fuck it. Last action, the hybrid transformation. As I am incredibly pissed off and the weapon drops, Yuri's horns start cracking and branching off, looking like a dead tree atop her head, and they turn to this like 8-foot tall beast form. And I am currently in blood rage. However, that's my last action.
Yeah. You do that, and the more of you look at it, it more looks like he has made his outfit to be almost a mockery of Gravewing's. Sort of invert the colors of Gravewing's outfits.
That's fucked up, but I can't think about that right now.
Sees this happen and is going to take his first action to attempt to trip you.
Okay.
So there's a 23.
That does beat it.
All right. So, yes, first action. to do that. Trips, you fall prone, and he steps up to the plate and is, with a free action, drops his dagger and just comes in with a punch. And that is a 22.
Yeah, that hits, even if I wasn't tripped.
Yeah. So as this is happening, you can kind of feel like where his fist comes into contact with you. It almost has a static to it as it attempts to disrupt whatever magic is affecting you.
Okay.
And that is 15 damage.
I'm still standing even though I'm on the ground. Not doing well. Gonna die, yeah.
One more action, one more attack.
I'm still standing this time.
This time is unfortunately a 17, which I don't think is going to hit you.
That doesn't hit me even with my lowered AC.
Yeah. All right. The end of Bloodline's turn.
There are so many things that Euri would normally be saying, would normally be quipping, but they are truly just fully gone right now, and is so upset at this motherfucker. I'm going to now do a jaw attack, trying to just, they're punching. I'm just going to try to like chop off their arm. So let's see. If it hits, it's going to do damage. It's going to count as silver. I don't know if that works, but it's going to count as silver. Come on, Cousin Dice. Cousin Dice thinks it's fine. I'm getting my ass beat. That's a 23 again.
The 23 does not hit. You're so close.
You're not going to be stopping. With map, that's a 23.
Yeah.
I can't activate any of my other stuff. Unfortunately, I don't have bonus health right now. Let's go crit fishing. It worked last time.
What was that?
That's a natural one, Aubrey.
No! Dusty, take it back.
I can't. I already see hero point.
Aubrey, can I donate a hero point to Dusty out of pity?
No,
y'all aren't here.
Through the fact I'm his cousin.
We are actually watching a full fucking slaughter here, bro. This is not fun.
This is an assassination.
Mm.
I'm joking. This is very fun. I'm just like, damn. Oh my god. Fight back. Fight back.
Alice,
This motherfucker has to be like 5 levels higher than me or some shit.
I'm like, run.
This is the boogeyman all over again, but without the Deus Ex Machina of being a prologue.
His nat 20
It's about to be an epilogue.
equal to 40, so we could actually do the math.
I'm about to write you obituary, buddy.
Don't say that.
Oh no, Zaxel's gonna write an obituary, but it's gonna be the word bitch.
So your card is called "This is Bad."
Oh really?
You deal 1d10 damage to yourself.
Oh no, am I gonna take myself out?
That?
I can tell you right now, I have less than a D10 of health.
Please, it would be so funny if you take yourself
Oh
out.
no, it's apparently it's just 1d10 persistent bleed damage,
Oh.
Oh, it's better. It's so much better.
which will end your turn. So I'm going to need you to roll that d10 and see how much damage you take, and then you'll make a recovery check.
I need a very specific D10 for this. I don't know if I have it on me.
Okay, but like I just if you end up taking yourself out, at least you did that.
Well, it's just bleeding damage, and unfortunately I was already bleeding, so we could
You're
blame
just
your
gonna bleed
shit-ass
to death.
brother.
I won't give you the pleasure of killing me. I'm going to
This is
take
how I play
myself
Magic.
out.
This is not how I want to play this. Just to inform you, I am definitely using the cousin D10.
Please, cousins, bless this dice by the holy light of the moon.
You want to roll low though for that one.
Did you roll a 10?
Please, no.
No,
Dusty,
I
you're
rolled an
lying.
8.
Dusty,
much
you
health do you
gotta
have?
stop.
5.
You're lying!
Not.
It's really funny. I'm sorry. What a way to go, buddy.
Well, at least you know that.
Oh, sorry. It's even worse. It's a 6. So I only have 5 left anyways.
Hey, wait.
Cheese.
Wait, Dusty. Is this the dice you're using?
Yeah, that's what I'm calling it the cousin dice.
Oh, we have matching dice. I'm so mad now. You're dead.
Yeah, remember we said we had the matching dice set? I've been calling this cousin dice.
I don't know that. I roll them sometimes, usually around cousin stuff.
my
I
God.
hate this.
Oh my god! Quick, Aubrey, send someone after Lou so they can match.
No, absolutely not. Okay,
we
so
will die faster. Don't worry.
As you are fading into unconsciousness, as this room is on fire and you're bleeding out, you hear him say, all the more reason for them to attend the ball.
And that's the end of the episode.
no, y'all are gonna go
Eury's
shopping.
life.
Yeah.
Y'all are gonna go shopping after this.
I was gonna say, even though we started a little bit late, like that was a solid. That was like, I feel like that was like a solid 20-minute beatdown.
That was
Technically, not as long as our usual episode, but that's such a good fucking ending point that I'm like, shorter episode as a treat.
No, I want y'all to go shopping. I want the audience to have this fucking whiplash, okay?
Listen,
and we could also just Aubrey could cut it in post. Aubrey could
love some juxtaposition, but this is nightmarish.
No, let's go shopping. I think we should get some cute dresses, as a treat.
Yeah. It's
do.
the next day, and none of you, all of you just know is Euri just, said something. Did you even tell people where you were going?
I told specifically Gravewing that I was going to take care of some family problems.
Yeah,
and left
Gravewing, you know that, and
her a bag of gold.
Everybody else is just like, oh, Euri didn't come back to the safe house last night.
Which safe house were we staying in? That needs to be kind of established.
I think it was the Wollstonecraft Manor.
Wollstonecraft Manor? Okay, cool. Okay, 1 second. Let me. The next day. Looking at everybody, Euri is missing. Yeah. Oh. Did anybody see Euri? I have all of his money.
Why?
Did they not come back?
No, he was taking care of some stuff, some errands. And then he just left his entire wallet. Which I then used to pay the tab, just letting you know. I think that's what it was, the intention, but I'm just saying it's a little used.
We got a moth, right? We have a moth. Euri picked up the rest of them.
Euri would have given Lou the other one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna send the moth to Euri. And just say, Euri, I was expecting you back already. Is everything okay? Where are you? Can we talk?
And you speak into it with your hands cupped, and it flies away, and we'll see what happens with that. But you have a little over a week before the ball.
Well, I prepared breakfast for everyone, including Euri. Does anyone want an extra breakfast?
I'll take the cheese.
Oh, Alistair, I have learned well from you. I put extra cheese on your plates.
You can always have more.
It seems I still have much to learn from the great mouse detective. I'm taking this deadpan fully seriously as I give you Euri's cheese. But do you guys think Euri is the type to go off and do something reckless and stupid that would get him into danger?
Yes.
Oh.
He gave me all of his money.
You've met him. You've been around him for a few weeks now.
I know.
Y'all keep talking about all of his, partners. Maybe just having a good night?
Don't you need your wallet for a date?
That's a bird. I don't think it was a good night. He got drunk and was very upset. I look at Lou specifically, very knowing. Well, oh God, you can't tell. I'm wearing a mask. I look at Lou specifically with my face, like with my expressionless ass mask, and I hope you're able to feel the vibe that I'm pushing out here.
Did he take it badly?
He was pretty pissed. Not at you, but just at the situation as a whole. Take a sip of water. I told him everything.
And he seemed surprised?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no. I have to go home.
Are you sure about that?
I think that is where he went. How long does it take to heal back from the moths?
Lou, I don't know. You ate the last one.
I what? Oh, I almost... No, Euri would know.
Yeah, I didn't want to tell you that because I thought you'd feel bad, but I really can't help you here.
I'm trying to remember if Euri told you all that they're only, at the moment, with the prototype, a one-way message.
I did, which is why I was sad that the other one was missing. And also that was worth 20 gold.
I only got the 20 gold part. I missed that they were one way.
Did they taste like 20 gold?
I've never eaten coins before. I would not know.
Lou,
I've licked them, so maybe I wouldn't know. That's not the point. The point is, we're not going to know right away. Unless Euri comes back. Maybe we can just go peek.
Lou, why are you eating moths?
I don't know. It was a weird day, okay? I assume because it moved.
Okay.
I assume because I thought it... I don't know.
Okay, here's what we're actually gonna do. You wanna go peek at your place? We can peek, but we're not going in. Right now, you know that your house is not safe. Euri's not back. If Euri went to your house and isn't back, I'm obliged to think that your father knows about you.
But, probably he already does, considering where I was when I changed.
If he's not back and he went to your parents' house, a bunch of us going there will not make a difference. They could literally just call anyone at this point. We will be overwhelmed.
But we have to know for sure.
So we're gonna peek and we're not going in.
All right.
Good. I really don't want to make you feel like shit.
Too late.
I don't want to make you feel worse. Also, Euri is fucking grown.
I know.
They can make their own mistakes and fuck-ups.
I know. It's just different now. The stakes are higher now. And I just don't want to lose him.
I don't think you will. That's a Moran. If anything, they're gonna keep him alive out of spite.
I don't know if you understand how little regard they have for him in our family.
I don't think you understand how much of a regard your families have for you, even if you are both the butt-fuck black sheeps of the family. Rich people take all of their messy kids very seriously when it comes to their reputation. Oldest, youngest, doesn't matter. my brother-in-law is most likely still with his family that he fully abandoned. He was a lark. He's not a lark anymore, but that doesn't matter because he was the oldest.
Ari is the oldest. Yari is the only one. Yari is the heir. Okay.
Mhm. Think about it that way.
I'm the
If
only expendable
anything-
one. Let us go.
You're not that expendable if your dad's been lying to you this whole time. I think you're just the easiest to control because you're the baby.
Let's just go.
You all leave the Wollstonecraft Manor. You head out into Darklight Bazaar. From there, heading across the bridge into Silvercourt, kind of skirting Salvation Row a little bit. Because it's not exactly the safest place, because Lorelei will be traveling with you.
Yeah, girlfriend. Sorry.
For the record, I'm on the. I still think it's a like the Hangover type situation. I don't know why that's the first thing that came to my mind, but like I am investigating where Euri went. Just for the record.
Yeah, for the record. You all deduct that silver piece for going across the bridge. And as you enter...
No, we don't. Just Euri has to do it. Because if you're gonna be a fucking dumbass and do all of this, you are gonna pay for it multiple ways. We're gonna pull out a gold coin and
Why you
get
think I fucking gave it to you?
I have his whole wallet. This is exactly what I'm doing, okay? We gotta pay the fee. I go, no, everybody. Pulls out Yuri's wallet. I'm gonna start paying with that.
At some point, can I just like lean down to Gravewing and be like, I'm gonna be honest, I have no idea what this whole changing thing is going on with these siblings. Can you please fill me in on the details? Like, you guys have been going off and I'm just a little lost, but I trust you and just going and doing stuff.
Just as a point of order, Lute did also change her appearance before crossing the bridge.
Good to know.
Okay.
Tick, do you need an actual TLDR or like
No,
can
I know
I just
everyone's been turning into monsters as a bird curse going. Every time, like, I'm pretty sure like Lute's full transformation has not been disclosed to I think Nihil or Alistair. All of you guys have been going off, and I was like,
Alistair was definitely there. Alistair was the first to see it.
You were
Yes,
there.
yes,
Okay,
babe.
no. When you said in the chat, public knowledge, I assumed you meant the whole public. The party knows.
No.
The party knows
for sure.
Yeah, I don't think Nihil was there. I think
Nihil would still know.
Nihil was present for Yuri's very first transformation in front of the party.
Not Luz.
You were not there for Luz at all, but you would have been 100% filled in on that.
Okay.
Yeah. So like just in case, like Gravewing will like fill you in, but so that way I don't have to fill you in as Gravewing, like for the podcast.
Yeah.
That's what's happening. I just wanted to double check and be like, wait, Tick, you do know about the family curse, just in case, right?
Every time everyone's transformed, I've been gone, but Nihil's been there, and I'm like, how much have I been recapped on in character? The answer is everything. I know people are cursed as birds and deer and making bad decisions in this family. Like, I all filled in on that. Don't worry. Also having bad taste in people. Maybe Yuri's the bad taste, and Lou just has bad taste. Anyways, I'm good. Thank you for coming.
We have to find Euri before you can find out whether or not he tastes bad.
If Yuri dies, can I eat it? I don't say that. I think that though.
Absolutely not.
I guess you could say Yuri's on ice.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, let's go, girls.
Yeah. So as you all cross into Silvercourt, please give me perception checks.
Is this perception check related to finding Euri?
Yes.
30. I used the cousin dice.
Wow.
At least it's helping
17.
someone.
T6.
I'm its favorite cousin, I guess.
That's a 16.
Yeah,
I'm catching
yeah.
up to the Great Mouse Detective.
Well-
My mod's 4 higher, and I only got 1 point higher.
So, it's really not hard to see the smoke. That is the first thing that catches all of your attention.
Where? What direction? What direction is the smoke, Aubrey?
Euri's home. The Moran estate.
Lou's gonna just change directions without a word. And
I
run.
make sure that the other, okay, above table, because I'm unsure. Are you not okay, Tick? Are you okay if I say the boys and refer to specifically like Alistair, Nihil, in this scenario?
Yeah, Alistair uses. I was saying Alistair. No, yeah, Alistair uses pronouns, but not uses he and they pronouns. You can call them the boys all you want.
Yeah, no, I just want to double check.
The boys
Sometimes
plural
it
because
is
it's
he and
Schism
not
and
me.
Nihil. Anyways, in this essay,
Technically, yeah, I was gonna say there's
OI.
boys with OI,
Yeah.
Boys.
OIS, please
Schism is an honorary
specifically.
boy.
There's at least 3 boys here, so yeah, I'm just gonna make sure that the boys are following because of those shit ass rolls, and I will follow. I know I'm faster than Lou, but I wish to just keep pace with her.
Is Laeth technically with us?
Technically, yes.
Okay, just in case it comes up. Combat-wise.
Lorelai is also here, so
Yeah.
we
Yes.
have minimum 2 rogues. I think Lorelai's a rogue. Minimum 2 rogues.
Lorelai's a mastermind rogue.
Minimum 2 rogues that we can throw at people.
But you all see it. Honestly, there's a crowd of people gathered around. The house isn't burned down, but a large part of it is burned out. You see, there are guards keeping people back from the estate itself. None of you see Euri, Hortencia, or anyone like that. And sort of like there's a crowd of just onlookers gathered to sort of figure out what's going on because, this house kind of just caught fire last night.
Lou's going to drop the disguise and run up to one of the guards trying to keep people back, and say, "This is my cousin's house. Was anyone in there?"
They will sort of like hold up a hand for you to say, please take a step back.
"I am Lady Alouette Valaire. This is my cousin's estate. You will tell me what happened here."
Give me a diplomacy check.
That tone of voice I'm scared of. I would do what she asked. I'm just saying,
22?
22? The guard will say, there was a fire that broke out in the estate last night. As far as we're aware, everyone in the house is fine. But the house is considered unsafe for the time being.
Where are the inhabitants? Where is my cousin?
Unfortunately, I don't know that. I'm just told that they're all fine.
Well, who does know? If not you. Get me someone else. Where's your captain?
They start like asking around, and it's starting. You're getting sent to from one person to another person to another person to another person to another person. You learn that Hortencia and Felipe have been relocated to the Valaire estate for the time being.
And no word on Euri?
No word on Euri. As far as I were told, those are the only 2 people who were in the house when it caught fire.
All right. Thank you for your cooperation. I'm gonna go back to the group. I'm gonna tell them what I learned. So, I think that is a good a sign. It is a sign that perhaps he was at my father's house. So something burned this one down.
Knowing Euri, if anything happened with him, hypothetically, if there's no body, he's probably still kicking somewhere.
Mm-hmm. Alistair, you have been very small in the past. Can you be small again?
I would need to go get another scroll. There's some books I can research. I'm wanting to learn how to do that again, but I used a scroll the last time I did.
I understand.
It was fun though. Could like crawl in little holes.
Good for you. I need to be within 500 feet of... Actually, I'm going to do it here, and I'm going to try it again later. I'm going to cast Message to Euri. It's 500-foot range. And just say, are you okay?
You don't get a reply.
All right. Not here, then.
Let me try. I can cover a mile.
Yes, you have more range.
I'm gonna cast Whisper on the Wind. All right. I don't normally I like hold my hand out in the air. This time I'm just like putting it up kind of gently in front of me so I don't attract attention, like I'm raising my hand to ask the teacher a question. And I'll say, on my authority, Eurideux Moran. Where the fuck are you?
So, yeah, speaking of Euri, where you are, you wake up in a small room. It appears to be maybe not necessarily initially meant to be a prison cell, but it has been kind of repurposed into one. These walls are this embellished metal, like gears and mechanisms, quite possibly the Lark Estate. And you've been just sort of trying to figure out where you are, what's going on, when you hear this message. But unfortunately, you cannot see Gravewing, so I don't think you can reply.
I don't even think I know the specifics of that ability very well. I just know that Gravewing's looking, and I imagine I am still beat the hell up.
They did the bare amount to make sure you didn't die. You were probably unconscious for about 8 hours.
Yeah, I think I've been in and out, and that kind of like maybe startles me awake. I'm like leaning up, like holding like the wounds on like my chest where I got stabbed and everything, and just gonna whisper, maybe to myself, just, why is everything terrible? And gonna really yell louder, hello, anyone here?
You hear a voice from your room next door saying, oh, they finally deemed to give me company.
Good company, I guess. Bad, what?
Well, I've kind of been alone down here for the last month.
Is this... Do I recognize this voice?
I don't think you've ever met him.
Oh, okay, so it's not Akos?
No, it's not Akos.
Okay, I was like, oh, it's Akos? And I would say, would they take you in for spitting on the guard?
Vigilantism.
Oh, that's exciting, I think.
Yeah, this isn't your I guess you may have noticed this is not your normal accommodations.
No, some fucker in an ugly suit stabbed me.
Yeah. He's comes down to gloat occasionally.
Well, I wish he'd come down sooner. I say, broken ribs. Where is this place?
We are in the Lark family estate. I believe they're using a very specific configuration. God, I hate that it's a brilliant design because it's horrible, but it's brilliant, and I want to destroy it.
Well, I'm good at destroying things usually. Who are you?
You can call me Tristan.
Okay. Well, Tristan and Eurideux Moran.
Huh. Heard about you.
A lot of people have, unfortunately. You didn't know any of my exes, did you?
It depends. I don't know.
Yeah, usually, it's bad news when it comes from their mouths. Mostly understandably.
I mean, it's just because family has money, so I was kind of plugged into all of that for a while. I knew a lot of those people, but not my scene anymore.
I get it. I understand. I normally in the same boat. Oh, okay, everything hurts. Oh, my bones grew back wrong, I think.
Yeah, they're just gonna mostly just keep you alive. I don't really care if you heal properly or not.
Oh, it's never mind. Well, it's... Now we have 2 people for you to start thinking how to break out of here.
Well, maybe we can figure something out. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't do well in cages. So we'll see what happens.
I don't think I do well either. I don't know.
Does the moth actually get here?
Yeah, eventually. It takes it a lot longer than said message because you're in a room without windows, so the moth has to navigate. And eventually sort of on the, there's sort of the door, and it's kind of got your classic, like, small little window with bars in it. And eventually you watch as this little moth alights on the window, and you hear Alouette's voice coming from it, and you hear Tristan say, like, what the fuck?
Euri is going to, be excited to see the moth and hear Lou's message, and face drops, immediately feels absolutely terrible. And is going to say, well, it's going to take at least another day, but we could talk to people outside.
That's actually pretty good.
I know, a really brilliant engineer.
Well, what day is it anymore anyways?
Ooh, what day was it yesterday?
The 21st of Windvile.
Windvile?
Yeah.
That's when Euri was taken?
Yes.
Okay, so I think going to I'm assuming it hasn't been more than 24 hours, 22nd of Windvile.
Okay, so yeah, a month, a little over a week before the ball.
Yeah. You were...
If they do plan to do the ball like they've done before, they'll move it into this specific configuration, which you kind of start hearing them mumble as they're doing mental math in their head.
Euri is just going to very gingerly hold the moth. I assume I'm not wearing the armored coat or anything.
No, you are stripped down to essentially just literally shirt and pants.
Okay, Euri is going to very gingerly kind of like tuck the moth underneath their horn under their hair so it doesn't move anywhere. So like it doesn't get seen if anyone else comes by.
Yeah. You kind of settle in to talk with your new friend and possibly come up with a plan for things. And we move back to everyone else on the streets above. Gravewing, you do get the feeling that the message was delivered.
The streets above, you say?
The message was sent. It was delivered. He got it. He's alive.
Oh. Good. Good.
He couldn't send me a message back, though.
And that is because it is a one-way message or
Line of sight.
line of sight?
Yeah. For me, I can send it anywhere. To get a reply is
Trickier.
difficult. Yeah.
Then we know that he is within a mile.
Yeah.
Maybe he's at your dad's house?
It is possible. If we get closer, I can do another message spell and see if he is there.
We won't be able to investigate this place. I nod towards the fire until at least tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Then we got a plan. Specifically send, let's try your message, but I really advise not going into your dad's place, okay?
I know. Not without a better plan. Not that he's alive, so we have time.
We do have time.
I'd like to head to the house.
Yeah.
And cast message.
Message, yeah. Yeah, you see the Lair estate. What do you want to send?
To Euri, obviously. And just say, do you know where you are? Are you safe?
Don't get an answer at the Blair estate.
Gravewing, if a message is received, that means that they were conscious to hear it, right?
Yeah, at least that's how I think it works.
Alright, then that means he is not here. But then that means I don't know where else he could be.
Look, he's probably within the area. You sent that moth, so unless somebody shoots down that moth, you might get it back faster.
I think it's a day. So maybe tomorrow we will know more.
We can spend some more time here if you want. See if the moth comes back. Maybe the fires are handled at night. We can have Alistair sniff around.
Is the house? Is anything? What's the house looking like right now? The Valair house.
If you do notice, there are several guards stationed outside of the Valair house currently.
That's unusual.
And they don't appear to be city guard.
That's very unusual. Whose are they?
Give me a society check.
Can I also?
Hmm?
Buddy.
22.
20.
Funny. Yeah, it takes you a second. It's House Verta. They have House Verta crests on their armor.
Does this make any sense to me?
I mean, do you know Victoria and Nikolai Verta are the senators of the district?
Yeah, but I thought they hated us. Apparently not.
This is such a gay aside, but this whole episode I've just been like, man, Laeth, I want to talk to you. The impulse is strong. Okay. Laeth's being quiet, and I'm just following the impulse, I guess.
Laeth knows if they speak, they'll say something sassy about Euri, and then, I don't know, someone might fight them.
Yup.
For once in their life, Laeth has decided that silence is the best option.
Lou will pull back from the house, obviously. I think even going near it was just as close as it takes to see the house and be in range of the spell. Especially since she's not able to be in disguise right now because she already spent it. But she will pull back kind of out of sight and relay the House Verta information. And also the fact that, by her understanding, they were not friends of House Verta. I don't even think that we garnered the invitation to the harvest ball. None of us, not even Paloma. People love Paloma.
Do I have any dirt on House Verta?
Give me one more society check.
Ooh. Let me see. Oh, why am I using? I can add 10 to a number. 28.
28. Yeah. It's not common knowledge, but you've probably worked in the house before, so you were aware that both of the Vertas are Damphir, and they have a problem where they keep literally eating the help.
Verta. It's been a hot minute. I used to work for them. They're both Damphir. They have a habit of eating the help, so you can imagine how much I had to dodge.
Oh. Gods. Ooh. Ugh, those are senators. Ugh. No wonder Paloma hates them.
Listen. I don't have anything against Damphir.
No, but you don't eat your help.
Yeah, that's the issue. That's actually the real issue.
I think Damphir. I love Damphir.
We all say Lorelai Laeth just like standing there. We have 2 Damphir rogues that we can throw at the enemy.
We can only acknowledge one. Nobody but me knows about Laeth, I think.
This is true.
Maybe Lorelai, because Lou was not that subtle. Lorelai might have figured it out, but...
Yeah, Lorelai has figured it out.
Yeah.
They just gotta vibe check each other. They're like, you know, like they point the teeth, like, and they're like, okay. Like, that's it. It's real simple.
Laeth does not have pointy teeth. I remember this detail from the prologue because I'm gay.
What are you doing? First of all, you had to listen. You couldn't stare at the mouth. You were listening about the mouth.
And then I noted that down for the future.
The true downfall is all this miscommunication in your fucking bloodline.
Well, that is definitely interesting. But at the moment, I do not know what it has to do with them being at my house.
I mean, the Morans also have a senator relative, so could just be all the bad fuckers are supporting each other right now.
It could be. The only other thing I can think of to do now is to, and you're going to frown immediately, but don't. I can contact my sister.
One, I'm always frowning.
Frown less.
2, is this a sister that you can trust?
I believe so.
Do it, but just hope that she doesn't rat you out.
Laeth will also speak up at this point and mention that the Vertas are part of the Unbroken.
Oh, I don't like that.
No wonder they ate the help. Akos was into that shit too.
But my family would not be. I understand that I do not know them as well as I thought I did, but that is very squarely in the realm of heresy, and they would rather cut off every member of the family's arms than be accused of being heretics again. It is the one defining principle of our family, is that you do not do anything to become even close to being suspected of even unpiousness.
Maybe their minds were taken over, or they're prisoners.
I would not be that generous with them. People will change anything to make it work for them. That includes religion, that includes their family, their children.
They aren't believers. I don't know. I have to think about this. I have to go to Ravenswood to get in contact with my sister. And, I guess find out whether or not my trust in her was misplaced. Is there anything else we need to do in Silvercourt? Should we tell the Midnights any of this?
I plan to be coming back to Silvercourt. I have to make a quick stop at Darklight to pick something up, so when I come back, I can let them know.
All right. I may come back with you. I do not know yet.
That's fine. I can always meet you with back at Ravenswood, and we can figure it out from there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah. You cross the bridge again, pay the toll, and head into Darklight. Headed to the shop.
Is Euri paying the toll again?
Yes.
I think it's funny that we keep making Euri pay the toll. We're using his whole wall. We should use Euri's money as a treat, you know? Like, we should get ourselves a little treat.
I don't care if it's all gone because of how many times we crossed this fucking bridge. Yuri's paying now. This is what happens.
Yuri actually ends up 20 gold in debt to the Mafia by the time we get him back.
No, obviously when Yuri's like, if Yuri's like all out of money, then Yuri's out of money and then we use our own money.
No, I think putting him into debt is funnier, but anyways.
Yeah, you approach the North Star Armaments.
What did you need from here?
I'm actually not going to North Star. I'm going to the blacksmith or not the blacksmith, to the jeweler specifically. No, it is a blacksmith that has to be able to shape it into jewelry. Now that I think about it, with how this works, I'm going to basically pick up my commission and then commission some more.
Yeah.
I'm commissioning in batches. This next batch is going to be for the party specifically. Alyssa's not here to object, but because originally I made something for Laeth with this batch. This one that's meant for Laeth, I am going to give it to Nadia later. Because right now I'm more focused on the kitties. And Lorelai.
Yeah.
Did anybody come with me to do this?
I'm like a vampire. If you want me to come, you have to invite me.
Unless
where else are we gonna
Lorelai
go?
would have gone with you unless you told her not to.
Same.
Okay, so it's the way I wouldn't have done that. So yeah. I go to a little place. I pick up some things. I look at it and I go, okay, damn, this is pretty good work. I go commission some more. I don't say out loud that it's for the party. I just tell them specifically what I want, how many
that I want because I don't like you guys. And and I will also leave
for the people I don't like.
I don't fucking like them. And this is, and I want that batch done together, and then I have another batch set aside for other NPCs that I like but don't actually like. So, and like that can be done after the party one. It's more so like I'm getting ready to do this, like to leave my materials here and then pay in installations if I have to. I already paid for this one to be done, so like I don't remember how much I have to pay.
Yeah, I'll look up how much it was, and you'll pretty much just be paying batches of that because you're getting kind of the same thing.
Okay, and that's what's gonna happen. I know that I do have enough money that I have because I'm a hoarder to pay for these commissions. But when I do get them, I look at them. I give you 1/8 of a smile because I'm happy with how they look, and I'm just gonna like hide this bag somewhere on me for now, so that way I can give, like when I cross over to Silvercourt again, I can go give them to my kids, save the one for Nadia, and I have Lorelei stuff in here. I want to give that to her in private because it feels awkward to have the whole party here, like minus Euri, and yeah. I'm not a grand gesture. Gravewing is not a grand gesture type of person. Gravewing is so many things are in private. I don't think that includes PDA though. We gonna find out. But yeah, that's it. That's all I needed to do, and then we can go to Ravenswood pretty much right after.
Does it have to be a specific theater, or is it just any old theater?
There is one theater in Ravenswood, and it's called the Silverlight.
Okay. Lou is gonna go in, and as instructed, is going to ask for the chorus from just anyone present.
Yeah, there's someone working in the theater, and you give them the coin. You say you want to talk to the chorus, and they nod and say, "Going into the theater."
Gonna go in. These are also my friends. Can they come with me?
They're with you? Then sure.
Okay. We go in.
Yeah, you all walk into this theater it's dark, but a little magical ghost light on the stage.
Oh, it's so haunted.
It's small. This is, it's a small, tiny little theater, kind of benches for seats. Sitting on the front bench is a person. Can't really see much of them from behind, sort of shadowed in darkness. There's kind of like, they gently glow, have a sort of a bit of a glow about them.
Hello.
Hello.
I was told I could come here and ask for the chorus, and that might put me in touch with my sister.
Yeah,
it's a lot more shadier than I was expecting in terms of actual shadows.
I'm the chorus, and unfortunately, Paloma is on a mission right now, but let's see what I can do to help.
Oh, okay. I'm looking for my cousin. They have gone missing.
Cousin?
Our cousin, this is my sister's cousin as well, if that helps.
Yeah. You sort of taking a seat?
Yeah.
All right. They don't turn around to like face you or anything. You don't have any problems hearing you. You suspect they're using magic of some kind. As you approach, you can kind of see the telltale set of horns on top of their head and kind of a little bit of a tail, and they kind of have this sort of like grayish skin, kind of reminds you of just ash, and it itself is sort of like glowing with a almost like a fire.
I know you said this isn't my sister, but like, are you sure it's not actually my sister, but she's not like mentally home? Because you're describing my sister. Is this Barry?
Eurideux Moran, your cousin.
Yes.
Yes, the Adagio have reported him taken by the Unbroken.
Oh, that's very ungood. Where?
Well, if my sources are correct, quite possibly hidden within the Lark estate.
All right. That's bad. But convenient. But bad. Do you know why, by any chance, they are kidnapped?
Don't know the why. Information hasn't made its way back to me yet, but you all have been making a stir these last few weeks.
Quietly? I mean, not like we weren't using like our names or anything, you know?
People in power have their ways.
Oh. You know what? Okay. And so it is retaliation?
A little bit of yes, a little bit of no. Sounds like they're setting up a trap.
Is there anything else that you can tell me about all of this? He is okay, is he not?
Sources say he's still alive.
That is a very different answer. But thank you.
He did not look okay when a man in white pulled him out of the burning building.
All right. A clue.
Did this man in white go by the name Bloodline?
Sources say yes.
Do you know how long Euri will continue to be alive? I don't know if you're like a magic 8-ball. I am sort of treating you that way, and I apologize, but I'm very stressed.
Well, as a good agent, I'm happy to be of service. So, if things are the way I think they are, they should be fine at least until the ball.
Well, we already have an... Oh, wait, I shouldn't tell you that. Great, thank you. You probably already know. Okay. Okay, great. Is there anything else that sounds useful to you that you think would be wonderful for us to know?
For a very long time, I've wanted to get my hands on the schematics for the Lark estate. If you bring those to me, you will be rewarded.
Okay. Ominous, but cool. Do you happen to know why there are Werther guards outside of the Valar house?
It all comes back to the Unbroken.
Alrighty. You are a fount of happy knowledge.
If we ever need this happy knowledge again, how can we reach you?
Once Paloma gets back in the city, she can get in touch with me. it is better that I don't conduct as much business in the limelight. But bring the plans back by this theater. Say they're a gift for the chorus, and I'll be in touch.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
You're welcome.
As soon as we are outside and maybe a block or two away, I'm gonna look at the rest of the group and be like, I don't know what Euri did, but God, he's a fucking idiot.
And it sounds like he only went home.
Not to parrot us from earlier, but didn't we know that?
Well, no, I shouldn't just say that. One good thing that came out is that we know that the masquerade's a big trap.
And now they want us to be there. And they know we are coming.
They do.
And they have made sure that we cannot stay away.
Only leaves one thing to do. Get ready.
Shopping transition.
Are you sure we have to go on a shopping trip? Shouldn't we, is there anything that we could do, or are we just going shopping? I don't like
let
walking
you
right
in if you don't
traps.
look right.
Yeah, we actively have to go shopping for clothes and stuff, but obviously we should try to do other things. Alistair did suggest the other plan of trying to find former recent help.
Oh yeah,
and
the maid.
interview them about what's up. So there we still have time to do those things, but high key, I don't think unless Nihil wants to stay in that entire mission as a maid, I don't think Nihil maid for this particular thing is a good idea. We have 2 weeks, less than 2 weeks technically.
You have a little over a week.
I'll do what I have to
A
do.
week? Oh Jesus. You're not gonna get hired in a week, buddy. You're not.
No, I mean, if I have to dress as a maid outfit at a masquerade, I'm not one for formal outfits, I'm going to be very honest with you. I don't think I'd look good in much.
Don't say that. You would look wonderful in anything.
That's very sweet of you, dear, but I have more mouths than an average person, and covering them isn't very easy.
You would be surprised what a good tailor can do.
Where would I find a good tailor in our budget?
This is when you cash in favors.
You mean Yuri's budget, don't you?
That is true, I do mean your budget.
I should stop the robbing of my cousin, but it is kind of funny.
What is our Euri budget, actually?
How much money is in there, Euri?
19 gold.
Yeah, I think it started at 20 gold.
Lorelai's I know some people. You got your outfits. I can get you masquerade wear.
It is true.
I guess because masquerades have masks, it'll probably be better than not having masks, but
I mean, I fully intend to dress like a waiter. So, I mean, if you want to double up with me on waiter,
Invitations.
okay. Well, then I guess I'm dressed like a bodyguard. Then
No, you can look pretty with us.
The only good thing that is happening here is that we at least get to look pretty for a few hours.
you feel Gravewing squinting at you.
Lorelai's behind Gravewing. It's just double. It.
And besides, you have been so helpful to me, and you are so kind about the birds. The least I can do is help you find something you love.
What the fuck is happening?
I think the rich people are forcing us into a dressing simulator.
It's not a simulator. It is a fun time. I have not done this since I was young.
Maybe I don't miss my brother-in-law that much.
Unfortunately for you, I miss my cousin very much, so...
Fuck.
We're going to do one fun thing.
I don't think this is fun.
You will be wrong.
and then the poor people are dragged away.
It's time for a montage.
No. What about Alistair? How's Alistair feeling about the outfit?
I think y'all may want to intervene.
Oh?
Is what I'm thinking.
No, it's gonna be so eccentric. It's gonna be like top half tuxedo, bottom half like robe. It's a tuxedo over a robe and a sick hat.
Listen. I think if anybody is allowed to dress super eccentric, it should actually be Alistair.
There's
Alistair
the great
already
mouse
dresses
detective.
like, yeah, not just that, the great mouse detective who's also a descendant of the great mouse wizard.
Yeah.
I want this weird fucking outfit really badly. But like,
It's like-
also Alistair dresses like the most dapper out of all the pores. So and Euri, the poor is in one rich. Like, please think about that.
Here's a question. Is there an eccentric rat wardrobe in the eccentric rat wizard tower?
There is, yes.
Yes! Oh my god! That's perfect!
We're gonna get fucking Knockslide Yed sit up in here.
Oh my god. No, we're gonna get like old Yarnum looks, okay? The whole blood church and everything. Oh my goodness. The Veil Blood Queen fit.
I'm thinking like the current incarnation doctor.
I think a clothing montage is a good way to end this session.
Yeah.
Or we could start the next session with it. Unless Aubrey has more cursed lore for Euri.
No, not currently.
Great.
But yeah, you're all dragged off to do a shopping montage as you sort of get ready to finish out the week. And yeah, take us out.
Thank you everyone for listening to a wonderful episode of Goblets and Gays. If you like what we do here, feel free to follow us on Instagram, on Blue Sky, on the website that shall not be named that we don't use anymore. Support us on Patreon so you can see more of the stupid shit that I say without filter. And go and join our Discord server because sometimes I check it. Not very often anymore, but every time someone pings me, I crawl in there like a little freak and I'm like, actually, thanks for the ping. So if you ping me 3 times chanting my name in front of a mirror, you actually might get a reply. So stay safe, support us with money if you can. You know, the economy's in shambles right now. And cannibalism is very fun. Just slurp those veins like a bendy straw.
Dark prevails, but my heart keeps on beating. Take my hand, we must